question: should a man be the head of the household? Should the roles of tradition be
Okay.
continued, or should it be whoever is the breadwinner of the household should be
Yeah.
the head of the household?
Can I go
Yeah.
first?
Yeah. Go ahead.
Yes.
I say no to both of those.
Hmm.
Just because you make bread doesn't mean you know how to lead. One.
Woo!
And just because you a man doesn't mean you know how to lead. Two.
Wow.
So if you're a leader, lead.
Mhm.
Wow.
What if part of being that leader also? Are you done? Yeah, you still going, Zay?
Nah, go ahead, boy.
What if part of being that leader is relegating things when you know something's not your strong suit? So hey, look, I need this
what a
person
good
to be
leader
strong.
does.
I need this person to be strong in this area because I know, look, I'm lacking a little bit right now.
That's what a leader does.
Exactly.
We out here.
Awesome.
People get confused about what a boss is versus what a leader is. A
Yo.
boss tells you to do something,
Mm-hmm.
and they have their ego out front. A leader works with you while appointing certain tasks to people. A boss sits down and says, "You do this, you do that. Sit back and watch." That's an overseer. A leader is in the field with you, doing the work.
Mm-hmm. Yep.
But a household does need a leader, the same way a boat needs a captain. Otherwise, you're not going nowhere.
Man.
But anyways, I don't get paid enough for this.
Aye, Captain.
Y'all really on it this week, man.
Yeah.
Y'all got it. Got it.
Got it.
Yeah.
I don't even got anything to say. Like,
I was trying to transition. Yeah.
That's it,
That's
man.
it. We don't think simply enough, bro.
It's
We got all these words and all these traditionalisms.
Too many words
yada
that mean two similar things that people get confused.
Bro, it's not even that, bro. It's like a man has to lead the household. So what?
Yeah, exactly. Like why? Like
if old girl is better at running the household or pointing the direction in which your family need to go.
Yeah, like she's able to deal with the finances and relegate and delegate.
Let me
go ahead. Hey, look.
Let me hit y'all right quick.
Hey, pitch is coming.
If a girl gets on one knee and asks you to marry her, is there an issue?
Oh man, I hope that doesn't happen. I really do.
If that happens, yo, honestly,
as much as I know, bro, that still would hit me like.
She better be
she just took my thunder, yo.
Hey, look.
I was planning this for the week.
Hey, look. If she say yes, if she say yes, if she the one, if she's the one, and I was already planning on proposing, I'm gonna say yes. But then I'm gonna get right back on one knee and ask her.
I was about to say, bro, that's the ego.
Maybe that's that fragile. That's fragile masculinity, bro.
Yes, that's ego. But that's something I kind of look forward to, though. Honestly, because I look forward to that. I kind of look forward to that. And she just still my moment. Like, still, I was like, wait a second. Like, I'm gonna come back, or I'm gonna do it like a week later and just propose to her, just because.
But guys, don't you think?
And then we're gonna have
don't you think we kind of need like that tradition? Like, I feel like.
Okay.
Hold on. Give me a second to
tiptoe through this.
Yeah.
That's my only warning.
To get this together. So don't you feel that we can't just throw away tradition completely? Because in a way, I feel if we do that, things will be very chaotic and like very, I don't know, like out of control. I feel like certain things, need to be understood. Like there should be certain expectations that come with being a man, as there should be certain expectations that come with being a woman. I don't think we should get to the point where like we're all about, being free and this and that, where it's like, oh well, if I like a girl, I'm just gonna, you know, expect her to talk to me kind of thing, I feel like what we're saying is good. Like we're breaking it down, but we also need to understand that there are certain aspects that
of course
are still going to be expected of a man to do, and that's just the way it is. And I feel it's that way because I don't know, like it's always been that way. I think genetically that's just how our genes
wired.
Wired, and it's just we kind of like complicated, and people start to think about it in different ways. But at the base of what it is, like we have more testosterone, and science shows what having more of that does to a person's personality, the same as having more estrogen does to someone's personality. So there is that genetic validation towards some of the things that men do naturally today. I just don't want us to, or for it to sound like we're getting caught up in like, now, like, we should do away with everything. Like, yo, if you're feeling him, go after him. If you're not, woman could get on one knee kind of thing. Like, that's cool and all, but we still need our foundational, like, listen, you are a man and there are certain things expected of you. You are a woman and there's going to be certain things expected of you.
I just think we have to.
The foundation is strong, then the flag could wave at the top.
I just think we have to question our traditions.
Yes.
See, so building on what you were saying, no, you don't just throw your traditions out the water just because it's tradition. I think you have to question why you have your traditions and what way do they benefit you. And once you have that, and you decide that, nah, this little thing that we celebrate ain't really rocking, then bang, it's good.
That's my friend right there. No, but for real, no. It's like there's traditions that like we're like when you become of age to like learn and research, we have the tools to look things up.
We are in the information age where you have everything literally at your fingertips, bro.
Yeah, you can look at
excuse to be.
You can look and analyze what traditions that need to be carried on that are crucial to you and your family.
Make new traditions.
Exactly.
I'm gonna give an example, right?
Okay.
So, at least from my perspective, nowadays there are a lot of, or maybe that's just the sport I'm in, so I see more of it. But there are a lot of like women that are like strong and almost stronger than men, like stronger than the average man. But just because this woman has muscles and maybe she's more fitter than you, that does not mean you treat her like a man. That does not mean, oh, well, she has the muscles, she can, go do this herself and go do that. That's not the point. The muscles are just attributed to what, she was able to, the work she was able to put in to get to that point. But she didn't get to that point to be treated as a man.
Mm-hmm.
She got to that point for herself sometimes, or, probably most of the time, got to herself because she wanted to look better, or, she started doing weightlifting or something and she started getting muscles and she started liking what she was seeing in the mirror. But that is not something she did to be more manly. Now, I understand in the LGBTQ plus community, there may be some women who maybe go after that, right? To that more muscly look, to look a little more manly, to appeal to,
oh yes, to appeal
their
to
people.
Women.
So I understand that point. But, I feel that people will get caught up in that, like, oh, look how strong she is, like, she can do it. Or if a man knows how to cook and do like house cleaning and stuff, like, oh, like he could do it. Like, no, they've done that just for themselves. Like, that's what makes them feel good. That's what gave them confidence. Don't treat them as a completely different gender now because of that.
Oh yeah, and I think that's just like that's people on a personal level. I feel like people that develop that thought on a personal level, like I wonder where that comes from. Like the thought that because a woman, she does CrossFit or like she does whatever weightlifting, that she's trying to build herself to be strong so she can do. It's like at the end of the day, it's still it's like no. At the end of the day, that's still a woman. if she wants to be treated like that, let her express that to you.
Right.
Don't just try to dictate that to her.